The president was speaking on the National Mall. Protests at the Capitol were already growing riotous. At around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, protesters stormed the Capitol building, scaling walls, smashing windows, and tearing down barricades. The rioters met only limited resistance from a heavily outnumbered police presence. The buildup of Trump supporters took place mainly at two locations surrounding the Capitol building, at the west entrance and on the east entrance. Both sides had large groups of supporters pushing back against a thin police presence. As protesters on the west side circumvented the police line blocking the front entrance, other police just sat and watched as they streamed into the Capitol Senate wing through a shattered window and doorways. On the east side of the Capitol, a large buildup of Trump supporters swarmed the police line and eventually forced the police to retreat back towards the Capitol steps.
Wow, they made it, dude!
They then made their way to the central entrance where they attempted to get into the building. The sparse police presence inside the Capitol was overwhelmed. Baked Alaska, a neo-Nazi activist, was streaming video as he entered an office on the building's ground floor.
Hey, whose office is this? Let's call Trump, yes! I can call the U.S. Senate, apparently.
Turns out it was Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley's hideaway office. He posted a video of the ransacked room later in the evening.
You can see the debris all over the floor.
One of the more grim incidents of the night occurred here, right outside the doors of the Speaker's lobby near the House chamber where members of Congress were evacuating. Packing the hallway, Trump supporters ran up against Capitol Police, blocking the door to the Speaker's lobby. As more police arrived, the ones guarding the door left, giving the Trump supporters a chance to break the windows leading into the lobby. A clock visible above the lobby doors shows that the time was approximately 2:44 p.m. 2 minutes later, a woman, later identified as Ashley Babbitt, attempts to climb through the window and is shot by a guard on the other side. The area she was entering would have provided access to the House chamber, where other images from the night showed guards pointing guns at Trump supporters trying to break into the barricaded front door. One bright spot, it's unlikely any classified data was stolen during the riot. Congressional computers don't have access to that kind of information outside of specialized rooms.
For a lot of congressional staff, the information they deal with is unclassified, and a lot of it becomes public record anyway. And so it's, from that perspective, not particularly sensitive that it gets out.
Still, exposed emails and documents could contain sensitive information, and the security breach offered bad actors the chance to plant bugs or other devices, meaning Congress will consider those areas of the Capitol as potentially compromised.